All right, today we're going to climb a pretty big mountain, metaphorically speaking, with the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. We're going to dig into his book, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, and pull out 3 symbolic challenges, you could even call them foes, that get in the way of anyone trying to really forge their own path in life. Ready? Let's get climbing. So you know the classic story, right? The hero's journey. A hero leaves their ordinary world, faces down some monsters, and comes back home changed, ready to save the day. It's in basically every movie and myth we've ever heard. But what if I told you that entire formula isn't the path to greatness at all? What if it's actually a trap? A comfortable little trap designed to keep you from ever reaching your true potential.
Yeah, that's the big critique we're looking at here. Some people call the hero's journey saccharine poison. Think about it. It's sweet, it's comforting, but ultimately it's poison to real growth. It teaches you to play by the rules, to fit back into the community, and to basically put the old world back together instead of having the guts to create a new one.
So this really lays out 2 totally different ways to live your life. On one hand, you've got the hero's journey. Its whole goal is to restore balance, to heal what's broken, and to fit back in. But on the other hand, you have the creator's path. And this path isn't about going home again. It's about creating something that has never existed before. The goal isn't to reintegrate. It's what Nietzsche called perpetual becoming. Always growing, always overcoming, on a path towards true self-mastery. So, if we're going to walk this creator's path, we have to start the climb. And the very first obstacle you're going to face, well, it's not some dragon out in the world. Nope, it's right there inside your own head. The first challenge is confronting your shadow. Your shadow is that little voice inside that is always tempting you to take the easy way out. It's the part of you that wants comfort, that wants safety, that wants the path of least resistance. It's that constant whisper that tries to pull you away from the hard, meaningful work and back towards something easy and mindless. And you hear this voice every single day. I mean, it's the one that says, just hit the snooze button one more time, or that big project, you can totally start that tomorrow. It's the part of your brain that wants to keep you safe and sound in your comfort zone. Every time you pick the easy choice over the meaningful one, you're giving in to your shadow. Learning to recognize and overcome it, that's the first real step up this mountain. Okay, so let's say you start to get a handle on that internal voice. You start choosing the harder path. Well, that's when you run into the next foe. And this one doesn't come from inside you. It comes from the world all around you. This is the voice of the soothsayer. The soothsayer is the voice of nihilism. It's that toxic idea that just creeps in from the outside world, telling you that life is pointless and all your hard work means nothing. It's this chorus of doom and gloom from the sidelines, shouting that everything's broken anyway, so you might as well not even bother trying. And let's be real, we are swimming in the soothsayer's message today. It's in the endless doom scrolling on social media, the cynical news headlines, that feeling that one person can't possibly make a difference. It's this cultural fog that just whispers, just give up, it doesn't matter anyway. To keep climbing, you have to learn how to ignore. So, you've started to quiet that inner voice telling you to be lazy. You've learned to ignore the outer voices telling you it's all pointless. Now you face the final boss. And this opponent, it takes both of those previous threats and combines them into one single crushing force. This is the spirit of gravity. It's not just a voice anymore. It's a feeling. It's that heavy, anchoring force of just pure resignation that can make your whole life feel like a massive burden. It's that soul-crushing thought that all this struggle, all this effort is just too much to carry. And I'm not kidding here. On this journey of self-creation, the spirit of gravity, this is the main boss. Overcoming this force is the central battle for anyone who's trying to create their own values and live a truly powerful life. So here's how it works. The spirit of gravity takes an idea like futility and turns it into that little whisper in your soul. What's the point of any of this? It takes resignation and makes you think it's all pointless anyway. It's just pure heaviness begging you to give up. To become a creator, you have to learn how to shed that weight, how to become light, and, as Nietzsche would say, how to learn to dance. But here's the good news. After you defeat these 3 foes, after that incredibly hard climb, you finally make it to the summit, and you get to see the view from the top. Nietzsche calls this the great midday, and it's a moment of just absolute piercing clarity. When you get to the top of that mountain, all the illusions, all the whispers from the shadow and the soothsayer, all the weight of gravity, it all just disappears.
For a moment, you see yourself and what you're capable of with zero distortion. And in that moment of clarity, you face the ultimate choice. Are you the moon? Somebody who just passively reflects the light and the values of other people, always following the paths that they laid out? Or are you the sun, a source of your own light, actively creating your own values and forging a brand new path? To walk the Creator's path is to choose always to be the sun.
So we can actually break this whole journey down into 4 basic steps. First, you have to reject the passive, hand-me-down values of the crowd. Second, you turn inward and you conquer your own inner shadow. Third, you face the outside world and you defeat the soothsayer's nihilism by becoming a creator of your own meaning. And the final step, you learn to affirm your entire existence, the good, the bad, all of it, with creative strength.
And that brings us to the final and maybe the most profound test of all, eternal recurrence. This is the ultimate challenge. Can you look at your life, every single mistake, every bit of pain, every moment of joy, and have the strength to say, yes, I would live this exact life again and again forever? It is the ultimate act of affirming your life. So I'll leave you with that challenge. If you knew, right now, that you had to relive your life exactly as it is for all of eternity, what would you need to change starting today so that you could face that destiny, not with fear, but with a joyful, powerful yes?